All right, if you're a business owner that keeps finding themselves burning out, I'm going to talk about my experience and the things I've done to prevent burning out, right? And let's jump straight into it. I'm not going to talk as fast as I normally do in my YouTube videos because I want to make this more of like a conversation, a little bit like more chilled. All right, if you can't sit and focus for however long this video is uploaded for, then you're fucked because I'm going to drop you some mad value in this, and I want this to really change your life and stop you from burning out because burnout fucking sucks, right? And as somebody who's been in this space for a while, I've been, a health guru, this health guy, whatever, really into my sports and fighting and gym and stuff. But when I got into business, I was burning out a lot. I was burning out every few days, and I made plenty of mistakes, right? So I'm going to tell you my experience. I'm going to tell you just the mistakes I made and then things I do now to prevent that hopefully you prevent it as well. So I would say the first thing I did, well, there's so many things I was doing wrong at the same time, but I guess the overall thing I was doing wrong was I was just doing way too many things. Like, we have a lot of priorities in life. Or I guess we have a lot of things we do in life, but we need to prioritize them. So at the time, a few years ago, I wanted to be a good fighter. I wanted to be in good shape. I wanted to keep working my 9 to 5 so I had stable income. I wanted to keep learning from books and podcasts and YouTube videos, and I wanted to build a business. And I actually was able to put time into all these things, a few hours of business, a few hours of training, full day of work, morning and night routine habits. And really that just destroys focus, because focus isn't just about sitting down on your computer and working. It's like your overall, where your time and energy and focus is going into. And if I'm saying business is important to me, which at the time, I would say I always loved fighting. Like, that was such a big passion of mine. Business was probably here. So I should have probably just gone like more into this and then later on gone all into business. So you need to like decide, are you an athlete? Are you an artist? Are you a whatever? Or are you a business owner? Are you an entrepreneur? Do you really want to make more progress in your business? Because we all have different hobbies. We all have different interests. We all have different things that we enjoy doing with our spare time, right? And so it kind of sucks. There's a weird feeling to it. You don't want to let things go. You want to try and do everything at once. But let me guarantee you that when you focus on one thing, you make so much more progress because your thoughts are aligned to it, your energy is aligned to it, you get ideas about it, you just make more progress in it. You just have this momentum rather than shifting from one thing to the other, like athletics and then this, and your brain just gets caught in two different like waves of thinking. It's just not it, boys. It's just not it. Not to say that you can't do these hobbies, but you need to just prioritize more time and energy into business if you want to prioritize business, right? So that is the first thing. The second mistake I made, and it's so stupid, and I sometimes still do this now, I would just undereat and I would be in this mad caloric deficit, right? Some people, they have an issue where they overeat and they gain weight. I have an issue where I've never really been like a fat kid, to be honest. I'm probably like, before I went to the gym, I was like more skinny. Now I'm getting a bit of muscle, right? And so I would eat, because I'm very obsessed with like eating clean. Not very obsessed, but like I eat clean. And so when you're eating clean 3 to 4 meals a day, they're not going to add up to much calories at all. Like, I'll eat and eat and eat till my stomach is full, right? But it doesn't add up. It might add up to 2,000 calories, 1,500 calories, whatever, on a bad day. And when you do that, for example, you're in an energy deficit, maybe 500 to 1,000 calories. So you're eating and you're getting hungry, you're eating, you're not really feeling hungry, but your body is put in an energy deficit. And when your body is in an energy deficit, you don't need to think about this autistically with scientific data and studies. Just think about it. You're performing, you're using your brain all day, using your body all day, doing all these difficult things, and you're not giving your body the fuel it needs, right? And I was confused about this because I was like, well, if I'm actually in an energy deficit, then I should be losing weight rapidly, right? And that's not really the case, because most of us have a certain frame, a certain weight, where even if you're in an energy deficit, your body won't really change that much. Do you think the heavyweight champion of UFC, I know it's John Jones and he bulked up a little bit, but let's just say a normal heavyweight fighter, if they stop eating, or if they only eat like a few meals a day, they're not going to suddenly shrink and become a stick. They're still going to just naturally maintain a size, like their metabolic rate or whatever, right? And so it's this weird gray area where you're not losing weight, but you're not giving your brain and your body enough fuel to actually recover enough and have the fuel. Because when your body doesn't have the fuel, number one, your mind is going to be a state of scarcity. You're not going to be able to sit and focus on anything. Your energy is going to be bad. It's going to be hard to focus and come up with new ideas. You're just going to have anxiety. You're going to have bad mood, brain fog. It's going to just suck. Like, you're just not eating enough. You're underfueled. To keep it simple, you don't need to overthink this. I don't even need to over-explain it, right? And so what you guys can do, and something I do every now and then to make sure I'm not in an energy deficit, is I'll just track my calories. Just very simple. Track your calories for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, whatever. Then just eat the same things every day. If you have an intense workout day or you're moving around too much, eat more carbohydrates, whatever. Simple, right? So that is the second mistake. The third mistake, the last thing I'm going to talk about is just taking it fucking easy, right? You don't need 12-hour work days every single day. You don't need, when you get that, when your brain starts to get really tired and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm really tired. And you say no and you work. I always push through and worked all the time. Let me tell you that the consistency of maybe 6 hours a day beats the few days or few weeks of 8-10 hour days, right? And your life is so much better. You feel more, like, for example, I'll get up, I have a short routine, whatever, go outside, drink water, whatever. I'll come up, work. After, like, my brain starts getting that fatigue and like when you get that like zap in your brain, you start to feel tired. I'll finish up a bit of work, then I'll get up, drink water, maybe move, go for a walk or do some push-ups or whatever. I'll eat if it's time to eat. While I'm eating, I'll watch something on YouTube. That's not frying my brain, like a beneficial break, right? I enjoy it and I come back and I do the same and then I have a break and I go do it and I come back. You don't have to be this fucking David Goggins warrior, right? And the issue with this is everybody talks about how, like, everybody, even me for years, like, we demonize rest. Like, rest is bad, discipline, go through pain, life sucks. It's like, bro, if you just cut out all the bullshit and you just work and have little breaks and go to the gym and eat healthy, hang out with your friends sometimes, it's chill. You still make a lot of progress. You still get a lot of things done. You burn out way less. So just take it fucking easy, right? I'm going to talk to you as if I'm talking to myself a few years ago. Take it fucking easy. You can take little breaks. Stop attaching to the outcome. Eat your food, drink your water, go on your walks, come back, work, rinse and repeat, right? Because you're just frying your brain. You're falling off the bandwagon over and 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 over. So, yes, that is the end of this video, guys. Just to summarize, again, these are the mistakes I personally made, right? The first one was, this is one that I found very later on in my entrepreneurial journey, and that is how I set up tasks to do. So the day before, what I normally do now is I'll, think about what I should plan, think about what I should do the day after. I'll pick 3 to 5 tasks and I'll make it like a tangible, specific thing, like send this many messages, record that video, write the script, or put 1 hour into this project and put 1 hour into that project, right? Because when you don't do that, when you just say, do this, doing that thing might take 20 hours, it might take 100 hours. So you're sat there working and you're not getting a reward, right? And you just sat there, your brain's like, okay, I'm working, but it doesn't feel like you've got anything done. And that can be really demotivating and stop you from doing work. So this is something I was in. I was like, do this and do that and do it. Each of these tasks would take so fucking long to do that you just get to the end of your day and you feel like you haven't done anything. Even though you've worked at something, you've chipped at it, right? For example, before, I'm building like this carousel. I have this project where I'm making like these carousels for Instagram, and one is on each topic, like training, focus, diet, whatever. And I've written the copy, and there's all these steps involved. But even I fucked up. I made the mistake of just do it because I thought it would take not that long. And then it's expanded. It's all these hours and hours. And now I'm breaking it down into tasks. Okay, now I've written the scripts. Tomorrow I'm going to find the photos, blah, 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 blah. And it just feels so much better and more motivating when you finish one task at a time and you can move on to the next thing, right? Super important, especially if you have ADHD. Your brain can like just give up when you don't. I don't even know if it's exactly an ADHD thing, but your brain can kind of like give up and lose hope, and you don't get that feedback loop that your ADHD brain wants. You want that fast feedback loop. And so yeah, super important. Again, only pick a few tasks, make it specific, and just do one at a time. Tick it off, feel good, finish the day proud, and you're sweet, right? The next mistake I was making was not following my circadian rhythm. And this is probably one of the last big mistakes I made with my performance, because I felt like I know all the inputs, I know like, what to do when I'm awake, whatever. I know to eat well, I know to eat enough, I know how to train, I know how to focus. I was a bit cocky and I just thought, you know what, I'll just sleep and wake up anytime I want, but that should be alright. And it clearly wasn't. And it's from this one thing I realized, it's that when you're just doing things randomly, eating at different times, training at different times, sleeping and waking up at different times, you're just making it harder for yourself because you're going against your biology, you're going against your hormones. For example, you've got your melatonin high when it's time to wake up. You've got your cortisol high when it's time to go to sleep. You've got your energy low when it's time to train. And it just leads to this brain foggy, confusing, low energy, moody, weird. Like, I'm sure you guys, maybe when you worked a 9 to 5 job, some of you guys still do anyway, but like, you kind of feel good because you're doing everything at the same time. You know, when you wake up at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock for work, you kind of wake up sharp as long as you got decent sleep, and you feel hungry at the right times, and then, you know, usually go to the gym at the same time. Everything's kind of systematic, and it's very consistent with how you feel in general. But when you go from that to, you know, now you're an entrepreneur, you have your own routine, you wake up at 8, you wake up at 7, you wake up at 11, you wake up at 1, you wake up all these random times, you eat at different times, you will feel like shit and not know why. And that was the mistake I made. I did not know why I felt like shit. I would randomly get brain fog. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. I ate properly. I did all these other things, and I've eliminated everything. And the only variable it was just my circadian rhythm, because you're going against your biology, right? And so it really is a hack, and I'm telling you, it makes work so much easier. When you're doing all the other things, getting the good sleep, you know, eating enough, you know how to focus. When you're doing things at the same time, eating, sleeping, waking up, training, it just becomes so easy. Your brain just turns on when it's time to sit down and work. When you have a time to sit down to work on your desk, like 10 a.m., 9 a.m., whatever, you can just get into it like that. And you'll start waking up without an alarm, as long as you gave yourself enough time. You start feeling energy when it's time to train normally, and it's just great, right? So that is the mistake. All right, guys, the next thing that caused me to burn out so much was being so attached to the outcome and just trying to claw and climb my way into achieving a certain milestone, and feeling like every day was like, I don't know if I thought it was like the last day to live, but it was kind of, that's how it felt. Like, I was just like, I was so attached to the thing. And anytime I was spending time away from business, I would just feel like shit, right? And so the way I really overcame this is just advice from my friend, who was my business mentor at the time. And he just said, like, you need to fucking chill out. You keep optimizing yourself for these results, and you keep putting so much importance on it. You keep desiring it too much. And it makes sense. It's kind of like with dating, or with, what else? Training? I don't know. I guess like with dating, it's kind of like if you chase a girl, she's going to keep running away. It's kind of like when you put so much importance and desire and put this goal on a pedestal, you're just going to feel like shit every day. You haven't achieved it, right? So it's just like, do the actions, enjoy the moments, and just fucking chill out. All right, boys, in summary, what I talked about today is my personal experiences that led me to burning out, and what I did to basically, you know, overcome that. So a quick summary to end the video. Focus on business or whatever it is. If you want to be a fighter, be a fighter. If you want to do business, because you're going to make way better and more progress, and you're going to just have more clarity. You're not going to be pulled in all these random directions, right? So that is that. The second thing is not eating enough. So eat enough, track your calories, or you're going to feel like shit. The third thing, follow your circadian rhythm. It makes work easier. It makes life easier. Otherwise, you're fighting against your biology. Right. The fourth one, 1, 2, 3, 4, is make tasks more specific. Pick a few key tasks, make them specific, and work on them one at a time. Check them off, and you're going to feel more motivated, and you know, you're going to have that feedback loop going in your brain, which is going to make you more motivated and work more again. So the next one is detaching from outcome, right? So again, I just spoke about it. Just fucking relax, detach from it, or you're going to burn yourself out when you're way too needy for the goal. And the last one, take it fucking easy. Life isn't that deep. You don't need to be a David Goggins. Just stay on track, say no to all the bullshit, cut out the noise, eat healthy, train good, sleep good, work hard, and you'll be sweet, all right? Don't stress. So, all right, guys, if you found this useful, leave a like, sub, comment, all that stuff. And if you want to learn more about how I can help you, there's a link in the description to book a call with me. Again, I do one-to-one coaching, so I might not have the availability for you, but if I do, then cool, and we're a great fit, amazing. But yeah, goodbye.